Alright guys, so had to go run and get this plug, try to fix my planter. So here's what's going on. Right here, I took that sensor from up there and I gotta put this plug in replace of that sensor that went to crap on me. So first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you guys down and I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on this. What this sensor is for is it runs my downforce, and I will show you what I mean by that, and it is air that I use for my downforce. So I have an air compressor on the planter, and see, like right here, I'm putting Teflon tape on this, that way it won't leak. You always want to go the opposite direction of what it'll actually be screwed in. So now I'm gonna put this plug right here. Maybe. Come on. Okay, now that I got it started, I'm gonna take the old 12-inch Cressy called the monkey wrench, and I'm gonna tighten her down. You don't want to over tighten it, but you want to make sure it's pretty snug. Alright, since I didn't re-Teflon that because I didn't have any until I went to the farm, I'm going to remove that sensor and Teflon it. So I'm going to unplug it. Come on. It's a lot easier with one or two hands versus one. Alright. So now, I'm going to work on taking off this Teflon to put on new Teflon to make a good tight seal. Come on. Don't want you on there. Where'd the Teflon go? Alright, so I got my Teflon. And I'm going to start it here. I generally do however many wraps I feel. There's probably a certain number you're supposed to do, but I just do whatever I feel is okay. If you don't put enough on, you'll know it'll leak. And that's not what I want here. I don't want this to leak. Alright, I'm going to call that good. So now, we're going to put the Sensi back in the sensor hole. Come on. Basically, this sensor just detects how much PSI is in my airbags, which I will show you my airbags here in a minute once I get this tightened down. And this is what tells these two actuators whether or not they need to open and apply more air pressure, or whether or not they need to back off. So this sensor has a lot of role in the depth that I get the corn in the ground. So I'm going to plug it back in. Okay. Alright. So basically what happens here, this is our inlet line. Our PSI, or high pressure, comes into this block, comes down to this solenoid. No, not this solenoid. This solenoid. And then from this solenoid, it goes down out of this tube and down, and it splits off into all these airbags right here. As you can tell, the airbags are flat. They are roughly supposed to have, what would that be? 100 and depends on my down pressure. They're roughly supposed to have 150 psi when I'm good. And then this sensor here detects if there's too much pressure. It'll actually trigger this solenoid, which will blow air out of this tube here. So there's 24 airbags, there's 24 rows. And now let's go turn the key on the tractor, get it aired up, and we'll see if that's going to fix my problem. If not, I'll have to stay shut down for the night and go to Oakley first thing in the morning, get a new sensor and a couple other parts that I might need. Oh, it's a long, steep hill. Alright, we'll just start it. Just keep waiting, just keep waiting. Over here is my iPad, and what I'm running on this is my field view. With my field view, I can see what I planted, how much I got to plant, and our field man. Oh yeah, I like that. 4 psi on my down pressure. Hopefully that'll climb up. The air pressure's coming up. Hopefully my down pressure comes up as well. So let's go back to the back and we'll check her out. My air compressor is electronically driven, and it only comes on when the tractor is on. Airbags are getting tighter a little bit. Come on, baby. Work for me. This planter has 27,000 acres on it. It might seem like, but we do a lot of farming. So back here is what I call my tender trailer, which, yes, I have a little drip leak right there, I know. But I got enough fertilizer in here to put 10 gallons an acre down, and I'm doing 57 acres. So that would be 570 gallons. Well, I guess Dad shorted me. And then here is my wash box. Say I get my hands all dirty, and I can wash them off. The variety of seed is a Pioneer 2B717 variety. And the black stuff you see in there is dry graphite, which is supposed to help lubricate my seed disc and help everything flow better. Okay. Oh, let's go around to the air compressor, but I think that we are fixed up here. Should be ready to rock and roll. Try to hammer out my 50 acres to do tonight. Go home and do a little more homework. And call it a day and start again tomorrow. Just trying not to eat it on one of these corn stalks. I My compressor says I got 90 psi, so I will wait and see if my bags air up, and I think we're golden.